What is up, everybody? Mark Maker here, and it is the 12-year anniversary of my favorite webcomic of all time, Homestuck. In order to celebrate, I've recruited some friends of mine to read my favorite part of the comic with me. We've got Roxas, we've got Kathy, we've got Ruby, and we've got Haven. And to my knowledge, not a one of them has ever read a page of Homestuck, so this should be interesting. If you're interested in reading the webcomic at any point, you can find the link to the beginning of Homestuck in the description. But just remember, the part we're reading is not from the beginning of Homestuck. However, there are no significant spoilers to this section of the comic. Are we all ready to start?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I know only
and
4
mark
hours
your
of
screen,
homework
mark
knowledge
your
from
screen
video
saying
essays.
it's paused.
My what? Yeah, I know.
have
Just
had,
I am aware, Ruby. I am very well aware of that fact. You don't have to worry about a thing. There's nothing to worry about, I assure you.
I know the most basic of Homestuck stuff.
Yeah, you've been studying up these past couple of days, I've noticed.
Yeah, I don't want to be disappointed.
I've only read like a couple pages in middle school, so like
I know of
there you
the bucket
go.
and like some basic knowledge because I've watched video essays on it,
Yes.
and then I know of the fandom because that thing is terrifying.
Yeah, the fandom can be a bit of a beast, but it's still one of the best fandoms I've ever been a part of, and that's why I still try to contribute to 413 in some way.
Oi, oi, oi.
Hello, we are about to read Homestuck.
Hello! I never realized there was a call going on.
I will go ahead and get started because I have assigned myself the role of Spade Slick, who is this dapper gentleman that you can see on the screen here.
Wait, I forgot who I am. Let me find it.
Are you what are you trying to find? The screen?
Who I was gonna be.
I believe that you were supposed to be Diamond's Droog.
You said Club's Deuce.
Oh yeah, Club's Deuce, the little tiny guy. You will definitely know him when you see him.
Because I'm short.
Yeah, and Roxas, I believe I asked you, I can't remember if I asked you, but I think I asked you if you could take on the role of Heart's Boxcars, who is the biggest and strongest of the Midnight Crew.
I don't think you actually told me who I was gonna be.
My mistake then. I'm sorry.
I got it.
My mistake then. I'm sorry, but I will tell you when we reach him.
I got it. You said that he would Hearts Boxcars.
Also, to the person in the chat who's like demanding that I do a face reveal, there's no need for that. I've already posted selfies and videos of myself on various social medias. You just have to know where to look, binge.
2020 Scrub Lord, let's go!
Alright, I will go ahead and get us started then. Your name is Spade Slick. You are the leader of a notoriously vicious gang of mobsters called the Midnight Crew. A rival gang known as the Felt recently knocked over one of your favorite casinos. Your long quest of revenge has finally taken you through the front door of the mansion belonging to their loathsome boss, Lord English. Your subordinates, Club's Deuce, Diamond's Droog, and Heart's Boxcars, have been dispatched to various locations throughout the mansion to begin carrying out your mission. Your objective is to locate and crack English's secret vault and plunder its mysteries. That's the business end of it. The pleasure will be painting this ugly house red with the blood of those miserable green motherfuckers. Spade Slick, inspect timekeeping devices. Stupid gang and their lousy obsession with clocks. The sooner all these idiots stop being alive, the better. You wonder where they are. It's awfully quiet in the mansion, sans all the dreadful ticking. Sans?
Sans!
There
it is.
Fun fact for those of you who don't know, Megalovania was actually in Homestuck years before it was in Undertale.
We love you, Toby.
Yep, I remember that fact.
Yeah, I'm just saying for those watching the stream who may not be aware, Megalovania has in fact been in Homestuck for quite some time. Spadeslick,
Yeah.
capture log the carriage clock. You obviously have no idea what that means. If it's some smart-ass way of saying to pick it up, forget it. You're already carrying an item. It's your trusty deck of cards. Spadeslick, build fort with clocks. You have an idea that is so much better. Clocks destroyed, 4 out of 1,000. They have 1,000 clocks in their mansion. Can you imagine the noise?
Ding, ding,
Oh
ding.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, other than, like, chiming the hour every hour, there would also be the annoying ticking and all of them being off-sync.
No wonder Lord.
Imagine the thousands of clocks, and then when it
No
hits
wonder-
an hour, you just hear the noise being like so loud, the neighborhood would hear it.
No wonder Lord English is
Oh.
evil.
I just think of Sniper Mask from High Rise Invasion.
Spadeslick, check for traps under the billiards rug.
Bleh.
What the fuck is that?
That- What is under the rug is much worse than any trap you can imagine. It is a member of a species that you do not recognize with a ghastly furred upper lip.
The bumper.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Foxworthy is canon in Homestuck.
Who?
You cover the unsightly individual back up and try to forget it ever existed. Also, this is my first time noticing this, but the carpet is a pool table, and that actually makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, and it will make more sense when you see who the felt is and like what they look like. Spadeslick, play 52 pickup.
Alright.
You would need a deck of
boy.
cards to play that infernal game. Fortunately, all you have is your war chest, which you deploy on the floor. Open the war chest. Shuffle through the contents. You rummage around. It's no unusual assortment of belongings, and nothing any mobster worth his salt would be caught plotting and scheming without. Certainly nothing eyebrow-raising. Bunch of blades, some playing cards, and a variety of other miscellaneous stuff. Also your vendetta itinerary and your heist map. Scavenge the war chest for fancy headwear. If there are any elaborate headdresses in here, you'll eat your haberdasher. But of course there's only a plain and serviceable backup hat, which naturally conceals 2 licorice Scotty dogs. Which makes you
Scotty
think
dogs.
that maybe you are wearing your backup hat and this is your usual one? Hell if you know, they're the same damn hat. Hide inside your war chest. You cannot hide properly inside the chest because you cannot close it while you are inside. Instead, you momentarily pretend it is a really cool automobile that commands the fear and respect of larcenous adversaries everywhere. Beep, beep, beep! All aboard the idiot wagon!
The entire mod group just like slowly moving in.
Start up the Crosby top. Is that what this thing is? You've had it for quite some time and don't quite remember how you got it. You never knew the identity of this pipe-smoking creature. Perhaps it could be the same species as the character you just saw under the rug. But you know that is impossible because this one does not feature the same bizarre furred lip. They are probably differing species within the same genus. Go to
looks
mspaintadventures.com.
Anthony Hopkins.
Whoa! That is so meta!
And,
You don't know why you're wasting time on this website. It's for little children who poop hard in their baby-ass diapers. Also, you don't understand what the hell is going on or who all these characters are. It's all a lot of nonsense.
Wait, is this Cosby?
Is that fucking Bill Cosby?
I'm thinking the same thing!
Bill Cosby?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, this is
Oh my God.
the computer that Spades has is the Crosby top, and the computer that John has is a Cosby top.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
Bro,
Delete the time setting on the Crosby top. That's one way to delete it, I guess. Clock's destroyed. 5 out of 1,000.
So Crosby Top was a clock, apparently.
Take the spade key.
You.
You take the rules card for blackjack. You have possessed this item for as long as you can remember. You do not yet know its significance, though you can hustle up a mean game of blackjack when you need to. Examine vendetta itinerary. This is the felt, by the way. Notice anything about them?
With a newspaper. They look like Mario characters.
They're all the pool. They all have the pool ball numbers.
Oh, they
Ding,
do!
ding, ding! Give Rox a surprise.
Timbo.
And you remember my Homestuck character Esme, who has like a triangle on her hat?
Yeet.
This is why.
Sorry for the inherent twitch.
These are the mugshots of everyone you are going to kill. You got a head start. You already offed Crowbar, the number 7, Matchsticks, 11, and Quarters, 14, depleting them of some of their muscle. You've still got to watch out for the others, and stay wary of their despicable time shenanigans. Itchy has given you the slip already. Doze you've captured and interrogated just as repeatedly, to no avail. Trace has broken into your secret hideout more times than you can count, while Finn always seems to be a step ahead of you and scoops your heists. Clover has all the intel and is highly cooperative. You might need him to crack the vault. He'll be guarded. Best to avoid Die in any direct confrontations unless you want a temporal mess on your hands. But if you need any repairs, you can always get to Stitch and persuade him. And you might need to if you can't kill Sawbuck with a clean shot. Eggs and biscuits are morons, but they are dangerous morons. Cans is a tank, and your crew will probably need more ammunition than you pack to take him down. No one knows what Lord English looks like, but that'll be corrected tonight. You've got dibs on English. He's all yours. Wonder where the number 8 mugshot went.
I was actually gonna ask that one.
Well, here's the answer.
Okay.
It's right here. But you aren't going to kill Snowman. It's out of the question. Examine the heist map. As you can see, it is very well drawn.
That looks like something I would draw, honestly.
Lots of dead green torsos.
Green torsos go.
On review, your schemes seem a bit convoluted, but you wouldn't have it any other way. Deuce and Droog split up to neutralize as many felt as they can find. Your heavy muscle and expert safecracker boxcars is headed straight down to the vault. Use the radio device to check in on your unscrupulous cohorts. You put the word out to your cronies for a status report. No response yet. You clean up all your junk and prepare to get this show on the road. You slip the spade key back into the deck of cards, then pocket the war chest. Smooth as clockwork and every bit as logical. Enter the hallway near the main entrance. Funny, you didn't hear any commotion or gunplay, but it looks like there's already been some action in here. Or there will be. You can never take tens for granted with these goons. 13 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed, apparently. Looks like Club's Deuce is getting back to you. He says he's got Doze tied up for interrogation. You ask him what else is new. Capturing that guy is like shooting a paralyzed monkey in the face. Spade Slick. Spade Slick. B Hearts boxcars.
Oh wait, is this me?
No. It says B Hearts boxcars, and then it says you are now Club's Deuce.
That's me.
Okay, I can't remember which one you wanted me to read.
Hearts boxcars.
You will know him when we get to him. You did get the name right, but it just switched over to a different character.
Oh.
This is me. Because I'm short.
Let's rough him up.
I'm
Well,
probably the same height.
Also,
He remained.
Um,
sorry.
Mark, you did say I was going to be the diamond guy, right?
Yeah, Diamond's Droog.
He remains tight-lipped. Oh, sorry.
Duck.
He remains tight-lipped. So you deal him a senseless shin rubbing with your crook of felony. Oh, the humanity you can barely watch. I'm a theater kid. It's so dumb. Time go brr. He's probably still using a special ability.
Real quick, someone actually asked you, Mark, if they can make fan art.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
He's probably still using a special ability to himself. He can't feel a damn thing, and certainly isn't saying anything, apart from a very low noise which could be him saying, "Oh," very, very slowly. Luis up in here.
Punch clocks and faces to establish chronology.
Owie. Why would you do that? All these clocks are lovely. You see no reason to harm them. 987 out of 1,000 clocks, unharmed.
I love how you can see the little heart over his head in the distance.
Heart go brrr.
Aw.
He's good.
Swap hats with does.
Clocks, he makes that much clock.
You begin a evil campaign of psychological warfare. Perhaps compromising his fashion motif is the way to get to him. Nope. Looks like he's still in his weird state of stasis and doesn't care. Either that or it's driving him mute. Either that or it's driving him nuts. Just very slowly.
Dump the contents of your war chest over him.
War chest? What are you talking about? All you've got is a simple, unassuming deck of cards.
And we've got somebody zooming in the background.
Yeah.
Eat up in this bitch.
Play some solitaire.
Don't be stupid. Play solitaire, you need a deck of cards. I will see a deck of cards.
That is a giant deck of cards.
I don't
It's
see a
just
deck
like-
of cards. Do you? All I see is your battle drobe. Battle drobe.
Yeah, it's a wardrobe, but for battle.
Ah. War battle.
Throw the hat down and stomp on it mercilessly.
Stompy stomp, stomp, stompy stomp.
Stomping.
Oh no, it's Itchy. It looks like he's all wound up. He unties Doze and quickly swaps everyone's hats around.
The horror.
Oh, I just popped my elbow. Doze proceeds to make a fleet-footed getaway. The chase is on!
Yeah, look how quickly he's escaping.
Me walking away.
You can see him just slowly inching away.
Me when I see drama in a fandom.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slowly back away and GTFO.
Still watching. Just from a safe distance.
Spade
Me
Slick,
trying
stop
to-
being Hearts boxcars.
Me trying to scoot away from Twitter and their bullshit.
Alright, you're the boss. Hearts boxcars you ain't. Someone has replaced your plain and serviceable hat with a silly and undersized one. An outrage beyond compare. You're sure you know who the culprit was. You can still smell his overly caffeinated blood. 986 out of 1,000 clocks shown mercy.
I felt
Spade Slick, lift left leg in the air and hold it a little ways.
that. I'm over-caffeinated.
Oops.
Just tripped him.
Bonk.
Yeah.
4 out of 15 green torsos dead. Spade Slick, where
Motherfucker
Club's
literally
Deuce's
said
hat on top of your current one. You're already wearing Deuce's hat, you fool. The one on the floor is Droog's hat. This is exactly why you always keep a backup hat on hand. This son of a bitch on the floor here has played his last game of musical hats. Soon these lugs will learn to show you some
My
respect.
body has been discovered.
You made this
I
town
can't
what it
even
is,
think.
after all. Wasn't nothing but a bunch of dust and rocks before you got here. Spade Slick, wear backup hat.
Backup.
You deploy your chest and swap this dinky little hat for one more suited to your tastes. Wait a minute. Oh, thank God. Your precious Scotty dogs are still here. You don't know what you'd do without them. You don't even want to think about it.
Damn.
Dai makes his usual sort of
Oh,
entrance. The nonplussed, vaguely bewildered sort. Spade Slick, B Diamond's Droog.
Slowly
You got
rises
it.
back up. You got it. Club
You
Deuce it
guys-
is. You have opened your battle drobe thingy in search of your backup hat. You also need some more rope to retie Doze, who's absolutely tearing through the mansion as we speak. If you don't hurry, he may clear the chair within an hour. But it's a big mess. You mostly just see a bunch of bombs and cards. Me moving away.
This is such a mood, though.
Bro, that's
Me and
a
most of the mod chats.
Me, whenever I post a new stupid comment in the stupid comment section of my Discord server. Join link is in the description, by the way.
Mark watching me lose it.
me at
Mark
almost
watching
every
me lose
call.
it from Haven.
Like, me at almost every Discord call. Like this one.
Mark watching me lose it while Haven calls me a dick fart. You're not sure what's what. You can never remember which card to pick up.
Immortalized that.
Me and
You
Among
can't believe
Us.
how shitty your memory is. Okay, man, I felt that.
Grab the deuce of clubs.
Deuce. Drop a deuce. Gummy bears. Gummy bears. You pick up 2 licorice gummy bears. These 2 need to be stored for safekeeping as soon as possible. Finding your backup hat has never been more urgent.
Pick up all of the cards and throw them at Doze.
Meanwhile,
Doze is just casually moving like quicksand.
Bonk.
A few moments later.
throwing shit at him.
Yeah, I want you to notice that he starts out with a handful of cards, and then the cards turn into different objects.
I see.
Wow.
You pick up a bunch of cards and fling them at Doze ward. Wizard. Didn't accomplish a whole lot other than put some of your private material on embarrassing public display.
Yeah, let's take a look at
Is
this.
that like Midnight Crew?
It's
Is that
Sasuke
like
X Naruto
Midnight
shit.
Is that like
Yeah, I would-
Midnight Crew equivalent of hentai?
It is for Doze. I would like to point out that the title of this magazine is Black Inches.
Oh my god.
It looks like
Oh.
thick-ass flex tape. Phil Swift here with this.
Oh my god.
Pick a card, any card.
Pick a card, any card.
Give me just a second. I need to curse a group chat. Here we go.
Mm.
Wait, is that the right thing? Yeah, it is.
Mm.
Okay, we're good.
I am afraid.
You're a busy guy, so you just pick up any old thing and put it on your head. Since you're in a big hurry, you will assume that it is your backup hat. You stand nearby the 2 remaining cards on the floor, an off-suited King and Jack. Jing and Jack.
Jing and Jack.
Jing Jack.
Yeah.
Pick up card depicting stately blonde-haired fellows.
Jean from Ruby.
What?
You aren't going to stand around Jack King off all day.
Mm.
It did indeed
you
just do that.
Hmm.
So you grab the Jack of Diamonds. Oh. Here's your backup hat. Problem solved, you guess. Forget your
It took me a moment when you highlighted it. It took me a moment to realize what you were trying to.
Yeah, I already knew anyways.
Jack King off.
You motherfucker.
I still don't get it.
Sick son of a bitch.
Clubs Deuce. Forget you are Clubs Deuce. Believe you are Hearts Boxcars.
All right, so this is my turn, right?
Nope.
Sorry.
Oh, this is me.
It's gonna pull this a lot. It's like, believe you are Hearts Boxcars. You suddenly remember you are Diamond's Droog.
Suddenly remember you are. You suddenly remember you're Diamond's Droog.
And Diamond's Droog
Whoever
is
took
dying
your house.
apparently from the sound of the cough.
I just need my bloody water real quick. Whoever took your house will be the sleeper. He's the unluckiest man on earth. You better hope you find him dead. What you're going to do to him will be much less painful that way.
Diamond's Droog, wear backup hat.
You don't have a backup hat at all. You got this deck of cards. Oh, wait, yes you do. It's stashed away in your bra solum.
Brawlzaleum. It's like a mausoleum, but for brawling.
So basically, just
Brawlzaleum.
remove letter, add letter.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Brawlzaleum.
Retrieve hat from Brawlzaleum.
You are the only member of this band of thugs who is civilized enough to keep more than one backup hat, as well as an extensive array of finely tailored suits. The Brawlzaleum seems like the best storage option for your exceptional wardrobe. If there's any better sort of compartment to keep your wardrobe in, you would love to hear it. There's also a shitload of guns and cards in theirs, too. You put on a backup hat.
Awesome.
Look.
Withdraw licorice fish from backup hat.
Phew, your Swedish fish are there. This is why it's a good idea to always store your candy in a backup hat rather than your usual one. Other members of your gang have learned this the hard way, and they're finally starting to catch on. I've told those motherfuckers time and
Can
time
we
again.
admire for a minute how they don't do, like, drugs or anything? It's just candy and they keep it in their hats.
Gummy bears top tier.
Drugs are bad, kids.
Stay in school,
Don't
Do drugs.
eat
Stay
your
in
teeth,
drugs, don't do school.
and eat your
Commit
teeth.
drugs and do arson.
Both work.
Yeah, you get cold locked in the face from the future. You'd
that cold
know the
locked?
knuckles belonging to that sucker punch anywhere.
It is cold cocked, but I do like cold clocked.
Ah.
The future. Trace always knows where you've been. The spineless
Rashomon looking
rat
different
likes
here.
to follow your past trail around and mess with you.
Rashomon looking different here.
Trouble is, wherever he does, he lets you know exactly where he's going to be in the future. This time you'll be ready for him. You radio Deuce for backup. Give him the time and place, and exactly what path through the mansion to take.
Diamond Stroog, resume pursuit of wounded felt member.
You don't know if the wounded guy went up the stairs or came down, or who wounded him, and when. Might have been you, for all you know.
Follow the trail of blood up the stairs.
Can't overthink this time. Can't overthink this time stuff. You go with your gut and head upstairs. I had to wait for it to load.
Club's Deuce, follow Diamond Stroog's instructions.
Oh, this is me. After giving me a quick 10-4 over the radio, you take a note from your prisoner. He locks down. Looks like the rest of your brutal interrogation will have to wait. You can find a good way to Stretch Armstrong. What you have lying around? You don't remember how you got it. Looks sort of dumb, but it'll have to do. Hey, at least it's practical.
Club's Deuce, just lock Doze in the battle drobe.
You beat your hostage to the back of your battle drobe with the bull's pent cane. Wait, this is a bull's pent cane?
Bull
Penis cane.
Penis. Bull penis.
Angus
Peacock
cane.
With the bull dick cane.
Bull penis.
You flip the fuck out because you flip the fuck out over the fact that this is a bull's penis cane. My dad's gonna walk in like Cassie. What are you doing?
Angus cane.
The fucking background, though.
Dicks.
Bull penis cane.
Bull penis cane. Bull penis cane.
Bull penis cane.
That sounds like something I'd randomly yell out of.
This is
Meanwhile-
so random, and I love it.
Meanwhile, running roughly
Why is
parallel
this
with
me and
present
Eddie?
events.
Why is this me in any like call I'm in?
Mustard coffee.
Monster Energy. With the Jolly Ranchers.
With the Sour Patch. Oh.
Oh.
Itchy always cheats, but he's always cheated for the last time. You're gonna jump to a timeline where he's dead. Looks like he got what he deserved, but as usual, you find yourself in a bit of a predicament. Spade Slick, make friends with Die. You introduce your cast iron horse hitcher to your new friend.
Iron horse.
Bonk.
I'm trying to see how many dick jokes this man
Horse
made.
trauma.
I guess you could say that's some real
Horse
blunt
trauma.
horse trauma.
Fuck.
think he just broke him.
Just like Spades broke Die. Hey.
Fuck.
Mortis.
Honk.
Mortis. Bing.
Honk.
Die scrambles for a pin he's been saving for a special occasion.
Stabby stabby.
Oh.
How many times does he have to tell you he made this town? Hearts box cars stop being Spade Slick. Now this is you, Roxas.
Okay.
Big boy.
See, you know what I was telling you now about him being the big
yeah.
fella.
Yeah. You stop not being a Hearts box cars. You have made your way to the Felt's secret vault. It's bigger than you were expecting. You doubt you will be able to rely on your usual safe cracking method, which is prying it from the wall with your bare hands. You'll have to think of something else. HB, do a silly dance. This is just absolutely the most ridiculous thing you could possibly choose to do right now. I mean, come on! Why don't you take a closer look at that safe? Seriously, stop that. Hearts box cards pry the wall from the safe. That notion is even more ridiculous than the last one. Wait, who are you kidding? No, it isn't. Looks like the combination to the safe is entered via the hands of the clock. And you somehow doubt spinning the hands around manually is going to cut it. Knowing these guys, you've got to alter the flow of time itself to make it work, which of course is bullshit. You think you'll just blow it up instead. Time to get Deuce on the radio. Deploy Punchbox. You deploy the Wrath Tub. Retrieve 2 of hearts from backup hat.
Aww.
You retrieve your pair of wax lips. If anyone tried to steal your wax lips, you would eat their eyeballs and deliver an angry lecture into their empty sockets. Peruse Red Cheeks magazine.
Red cheeks. Oh my.
Rich.
Just
I know
glancing
one
at
way to
it.
make those cheeks red.
Just glancing at it gives you palpitations. Literature for avid cardio. How do you say that?
Cardioaficionados.
Literature for avid cardioaficionados, such as yourself. Those burgeoning red humps, that mischievous little tail, the snug welcoming cleft. The saucy imagery is hard to beat, harder than what you beat inside your chest now. Your heart is what you're beating. You beat it to Red Cheeks magazine pretty regularly, you'd say. Call clubs on nearest card.
Fucking hell.
You radio Deuce on the 10 to 4 cards. Let him know you need a powder monkey on the double. You hear ticking, and it's not coming from the big vault clock above. You hope it's not what you think it is.
Uh-oh. Is that a fucking oven?
Oh no! Oh god! It's biscuits! His oven and timer is ticking! This is no good!
Biscuits!
Ugh, there he is! This idiot thinks his special oven
Biscuits.
transports him into the future by the amounts he sets on the timer. Well, he's sort of right, but in reality, all that's happening is that he's hiding in there until the timer's up, then pops out. You guess he's relatively harmless if he's alone. You can take him. What you really have to worry about is if he teams up with... Oh no, that ringing. That god-awful ringing. You can hear it.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Eggs, son of a fuck! You might as well just grab one of your axes and kill yourself now. Follow back.
Oh my god.
All right, Clubs, it's
Future.
back to you.
Oh.
Oh no. In the future, you've already followed the path to the mansion that Drew told you. Trace followed Drew's rat even past. Trace followed Droog's past trail even further back, but found a much fresher trail crossing his path. Looks like this little guy's talking on the radio. Says something about how he'll be right there once he gives Droog a hand. Trace decides he'll trace this guy for a while, see what he's up to, and then mess with him, of course. Midget. In the present, you talk on the radio. Say something about how you'll be right there once you give Droog a hand.
Diamond's Droog, take a good look around the new room you're in.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Blood. What?
Looks like the trail of blood ends here, or originates. Whatever. Something went down here in the past, or is it about to go down in the future? You know what? Never mind. 21 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed, apparently. Hang on. There's a tooth on the floor. You know that tooth. You felt its bite before. Pin was here. And judging by the forensics of the scene, the angle that it hit the floor, the direction of the blood splatters, and how dry the blood is, you think you know exactly what he's about to pull. Or more specifically, what he's about to have already pulled. Finn always knows where you're going. He's followed your
magic.
future trail here. He likes to mess with you from the past. Trouble is, he tips you off to where he's been. And this time, you're ready. Wait for it. Wait. And... now! Bonk!
Oh boy. I'm in the ghetto.
Oh goddamn!
I'm in the ghetto.
That was a lot of sauce.
I'm sorry.
Predestined bullet holes are convenient. Gives you something to aim for.
Damn!
7 out of 21 clocks destroyed, baby.
Clocks go bug.
Finn go
That's a
brrrr.
sword. Oh.
Fingo Mortis.
Bait Slick, rematerialize. That doesn't make any sense. You never went anywhere. Dai realizes there is a cost to settling the score with you in this way. The cost is having to live in a desert amidst the ruins of a dead civilization for the rest of his life. He thinks that's stupid, so he pulls your pin. Spade Slick, help the green man live up to his name.
Stabby stabby.
Bonk. Wow.
Bonk. Bonk.
Bonk.
Boom.
Vroom, pew.
Go.
Spade Slick, take the voodoo doll.
Stabby, stabby.
You grab his voodoo doll and stick his pin in there for good measure. Might as well keep track of everyone you've offed this way, too. Not that you intend to abuse its power to settle your score. What's the point if you're not going to get your hands dirty? Still, it might come in handy down the road. Lord English is supposedly indestructible. He's rumored to be killable only through a number of glitches and exploits in space-time. The doll may ultimately help you work the system if it comes to that. Clocks, destroy them!
Go crazy! Wah!
29 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed. 5 out of 15 green torsos dead. Diamond's Droog, follow Blood Trail downstairs and finish him off.
Stabby, stabby.
Problems with that is, he'll just see your future trail following him. And that'll be nothing but a loud invitation for him to mess with you some more. Besides, better to leave him alive. You think you know where he'll lead you to. Just gotta be a little more subtle about tracing his blood trail. Keep your future trail out of his line of sight.
Who's been messing up everything? It's been Lord English all along.
Spade Slick, return to being Hearts boxcars. It looks like we're back to being Clubs Deuce.
Yay! Spade Slick cannot return to being Hearts boxcars because obviously Diamond Drugs is too busy being Clubs Deuce. You just watch Trace throw a punch into thin air for some reason. This guy's awfully silly. Then he sulks off somewhere. Don't realize he's following Droog's past trail through the mansion until he gets to the point where it interacts with your trail, at which point he'll start following you. Well, we all realized it. Because it's more obvious and couldn't possibly be more clear. You dumbass.
Implement nefarious scheme.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. You follow Droog's simple instructor. So simple, even a forgetful nincompoop. I can't remember. There's a blood trail on the floor that goes in different direction that Trace wants. Then Trace
Slow it down.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You decide to follow.
It's fine.
It, okay? Because it sounds like a really good idea to you. You dumbass. If there was something you were supposed to do after helping out Droog, you'll be damned if you remember what it was. Fucker, stop describing me.
Poor Hearts.
I'm just dumb. I forget things. Trace catches up to where you were, but you're gone already. All he sees is a long, gross, rubbery arm of your past trail stretching through. He finds his comrade tied up with the stretchy rubber arms of a small man, but there is nothing gross or unpalatable about that in the least. Holy shit, I pronounced that first try. Yay! Doze unslows himself and begins mumbling something fervently about his hat. Oh. He's just vibing there. He's not doing anything.
But what is this?
Ticking time bomb, bitch.
Kaboom!
Scary bop pop.
Skibbity bop pop.
Skibbity button butter.
Sacrifice go. Brrr.
7 out of 15 green torsos dead. 107 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed.
Why green torsos? They're green.
Finn makes his way through the mansion to get some help. He wonders where this little guy is going. Deuce's future trail is headed in the same direction he's headed by sheer coincidence. Finn decides to follow him for a bit, keep an eye on him. For as long as Deuce's path matches his, that is. There's pretty much no chance he's headed to the same place, though. That would be statistically improbable. He's got no idea what these other goons are up to here. Funny, their future trails end here. He's not going to stick around long enough to find out why. He's a bit too woozy from the blood loss to sort out this mess anyway. Clubs Deuce, follow the blood red road. It's uncanny. This little guy is matching Finn's route every step of the way. He must know something. Finn decides he's got to take him out.
Midget man.
But he can't get a clear shot.
Oh no.
He can't get a clear shot. Too dizzy, and with all that C4 under Deuce's hat, firing would be a bad idea. My god, he's thought of everything. Clearly dealing with a criminal mastermind here.
No, you're just dealing with a dumb, not a future thing. He stopped to admire this gorgeous clock. It is so pretty. Too bad it's not ticking like so many of the clocks in this place. Not that you can't blame them. There's so many clocks in this mansion, it would probably obviously be impractical. Make sure they all work properly. Oh look, a trail of blood. You think you'll start following it? You dumb bitch.
Hearts boxcars waste exactly 4 hours on this tomfoolery.
You hate time travel, you hate time travel, you hate time travel.
Reminds me of
Is
a
that
Don't
what calls
Touch
after a
the
breakdown?
Child video.
Oh god.
I think you broke Haven. Again.
What the fuck?
Above, a spectator has appeared at the strike of 4 and has been giggling at your foolishness for a number of minutes. Clover would have been tickled to help you open this vault, at the cost of answering a few of his clever time riddles, needless to say. If only you'd thought to seek his help first, rather than charging like the silly brute you are into this deadly trap of stable and not-so-stable time loops. Mostly unstable, really. These guys are way too dumb to maintain even elementary looping stability for more than a couple iterations. If you weren't so preoccupied, Clover could tell you that you could use Crowbar's help to pry anything out of a time loop, stable or otherwise. If you weren't so preoccupied, and he weren't so dead...
Oh no. Wow, trippy.
That is a cool coat, and I want it.
He tall. Oh, he's standing. That's not even a person.
Yeah, it's a mannequin.
I'm dumb.
As a mannequin. Drip.
Stitch mutters to himself in his shop. He guesses eggs and biscuits are roughhousing again because the fabric of space-time is tearing something fierce on Lord English's Cairo overcoat. This sort of thing is exactly why he keeps a backup coat and always leaves Stitch with one of them. Any gang does well to leave an in-house doctor on hand, but if you deal in time travel, you better have a damn good tailor, too. Hearts boxcars. Call spades for backup.
Finally. It's back. In the flesh. I'm gonna go get brownies.
Alright, is this me reading or no?
That's you.
Okay. You tell Slick to get his scrawny ass to the vault. It's goddamn bedlam down here. You tell him you asked Deuce for backup, but surprise, surprise, he's nowhere to be found. Big surprise, you tell him. You tell him that was sarcasm. He says he knows. Slick says he'll be right there. He'll see if he can run around. If he can round up Droog for support.
Look,
Droog says Deuce is tailing Finn while he is tailing Deuce. He'll be there to help out boxcars as soon as he and Deuce take care of business with Stitch. Couldn't be simpler. Oh yeah, he also mentions he pumped Finn full of lead so you can cross him off the list. You roger all that.
I've only now recently learned what that term pump them full of lead.
Finn busts into Stitch's workshop, blubbering something about watching out for the little guy who's about to come in here. He says to watch out because he's got a bomb on his head, which is undoubtedly quite volatile, and even the slightest spark would surely set it off. Stitch sees Finn's obviously in pretty bad shape and checks his effigy. Sure enough, the thing's in tatters. But he should be just fine if it can be patched up before he bleeds to... death.
Oh no! Martis.
8 out of 15 green torsos dead. Club's Deuce burst in, thrusting bull penis cane. Hang on.
Okay.
One second. Okay, it looks like we've regained connection. OBS disconnected for a little bit, but we appear to be back online, so everything is good.
Okay.
You wanna reread that line in case it got lost in the disconnection?
Sure. Everybody out of the goddamn way. You have a hat full of bomb, a fist full of penis, and a... I'm just gonna
I just love. Yeah, she just coming off. You got a hat full of bomb, a fist, penis, and.
Penis.
penis.
A hat full of bomb, a fist full of penis, and nothing else matters.
I'm gonna.
Oh my god.
I love this. Holy shit, this is funny.
Oh my
Stitch says, drop the livestock knob and settle the hell down. He says, you do realize C4 is a stable explosive and won't detonate with gunfire, right? Oh. You say, oh.
Diamond's Droog,
You
sneak
say
into Stitch's boutique.
He has a boutique now? What the fuck?
Boutique.
Drop it and get it. Don't bleed on the suits.
Oh, that's Droog's line.
Sorry.
That's my line, motherfucker. Drop it and get in. Don't bleed on the suits. Stitch says, huh?
Also, can look at how cute Clubs is back here.
He just vibing, man.
Yeah.
He just vibing.
Vibing.
Sorry about that.
You admit the thought of carrying an imprisoned tailor wherever you go is gratifying for personal reasons, but in this case, keeping him alive should be useful for dealing with English later.
Hearts boxcars, prod idiots with red cheeks.
Stabby.
Pow, 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 pow.
This predictability accomplished nothing. Take your smut out of hiding. It turned out to be a very bad idea. Now copies from the future are appearing left and right, and these clowns have their paws all over it. Slick, where the hell are you?
Up your ass and around the corner.
Remove crowbar's pin.
It's up your ass to the left.
Left butt cheek.
Chico.
Anus.
He just disappears and you just go, anus.
Put the Minecraft Enderman teleporting sound on that one.
You remove Crowbar's pin from the doll, Crowbar's alive again, and a whole bunch of other stuff is different. You forgot this gang is almost halfway competent when he's running the show. The good news is you get to kill him again. Spadeslick, insert... Huh?
I love how Deuce has just have, like, the tiniest fucking gun.
He's like,
I also love how Deuce is the only one whose hat is bouncing with every, like, gunfire he makes.
I know.
oh.
Alright, Spadeslick, insert and quickly remove Snowman's pin. You have no idea how much you'd like to, but even you're not that crazy. Still, kinda tempting. Ooh, this is going to be good. This one, do you see this S here in the brackets?
Yeah.
That means this next page is going to have sound.
Oh! Oh, it's a YouTube video!
It's a YouTube video.
I'm scared.
Turn it up.
Hold still, Slick.
Oba.
Something in your eye.
Oh!
Damn!
Step. Hold on.
Everyone always
Brody.
ceases gunplay when Snowman's around. If you kill her, you destroy the universe.
Oh my god, okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Move the knife from.
Oh my god!
Whatever.
It's not even a knife, it's Snowman's cigarette holder. All you know is she's gonna have a hell of a time getting it back. Spade Slick, give it to Sawbuck. You chuck the lance at Sawbuck. But of course it's only a flesh wound. Seems like that's the only sort of wound you can ever inflict on this corpulent lummox. Consequently, you and he both jump to a random point on the timeline. This looks to be in the recent past when Stitch and Crowbar were setting up the crates for the imminent gunfight, which was very thoughtful of them. Your goons should be showing up any minute with the heavy firepower. For now, you've got the drop on everybody. Spade Slick, kill something out of rage and frustration. Stitch gets the business end of yours.
Like Cappy's back.
I'm just gonna join here for now because my computer just had the soft reset completely.
Oof!
Okay.
I hate everything. I was working on stuff too.
It's okay, it's okay. Stitch gets the business end of your saber rattle. He's dead, in this timeline at least. Spade Slick, bring knives to the gunfight.
Who brings to a gunfight?
Where do you think you're going, fatty? You'll deal with him in a minute. You whip out your double-edged sword and Occam's razor. Occam's razor, Crowbar's head. Make it happen.
Occam's razor.
Crowbar deflects the King of Spades into Sawbuck's unmissable carriage. You jump far into the past. Years in the past. Which is to say, the present for the time being. A scurrilous straggler eyes impromptu desert skirmish. He dismisses them as a bunch of ill-mannered rogues warranting no further investigation. Although he gives a small nod of approval to the plain and serviceable hat worn by one of the combatants, which strikes him as an absolutely smashing display of good fashion sense. Spade Slick, hit Crowbar in the head. You can't kill him yet. You need him alive to return to the original timeline. You will be taking that crowbar, though. Spade Slick, stuff him in your deck of cards. You cram him in the war chest.
Just the arms and legs sticking out.
This is not very comfortable.
Sandwich.
Stabby,
Sawbuck you need to keep alive too for the moment. Not to return to the right timeline, but the right time. Speaking of which, where's Tubby think he's waddling off to? Just go stab Sawbuck until the time shenanigans stop. You treat him to a bit of the old bait and switchblade. You appear in the future. You guess this is after the gunfight is over. The gunfight that never took place since you killed/kidnapped everyone who was supposed to be involved. Looks like only Boxcars is here. Spade Slick, carry Sawbuck like Titan Atlas would carry the world. You order Hearts to drop his tub on the double before this fat lard puts you in a wheelchair. If you take Sawbuck back to your own time and kill him there, that should save you the trouble of hunting him down. Might as well take Stitch too. Maybe. You're not really sure if that's how it works. You don't really care, though. You dump them in the raft tub, then stick the tub in your own deck of cards, but you give Boxcars back his sordid literature, which he'd carelessly left in plain sight. No one will ever catch you leaving your smut around, and even if you did, that copy of Terry Your Fancy magazine could belong to anybody. No one could prove nothing. Stick Crowbar's pin back in again. You go back to your original timeline. But now, stuffed in your chest, you've got a live Crowbar from another timeline, brought to the timeline where he's supposed to be dead. So you guess now he's alive in this timeline, which is in part defined by his death? Okay, whatever, you should probably just kill him again anyway. Also, Sawbuck from another timeline is in there too. So you guess now there are two Sawbucks? This is getting kinda dumb.
I wonder.
Oh, no.
You open the chest, releasing them both. Crowbar doesn't look too pleased. You deflect his gunfire into the awesome gravitational pull of Sawbuck's astonishing girth. Everybody into the past! You dodge his next round too. It seems Sawbuck from this timeline, i.e. the real Sawbuck, was in this room at this point in time. He and Crowbar exchange bullets. Off they go. They no doubt go on to spend the rest of their ammunition peppering each other throughout the timeline, destroying all these clocks in the process between now and the present. You guess that explains the mess when you got here. Thank God you figured that out. You'd have surely lost sleep over it. 20 out of 107 clocks redestroyed. For the first time. Eventually. You know what? Never mind. Take a moment to think up some time-based one-liners. Okay, you think you got a good one. Time travel can sure be a double-edged sword. Wait, that was awful. Really, really bad. You're sure you can do better than that. Let's see. Sorry to... No. Time's running... No. Wait. Fuck. You ask yourself from the past for a little help. Time's... Something about time. Time being up. No, wait. How about some kind of clock pun? No, damn it. Will you just listen? You were almost onto something. Time is... Screw this. Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Illusion.
Oh, and just what does this quivering mound of blubber think he's up to? Stab first, utter puns later. Just as you hear your past self asking what happened to your eye, you jab Sawbuck with your butterfly effect knife. You remember a little while ago asking yourself about your eye and not giving yourself an answer just before disappearing. Maybe if you stopped and thought about it for a second, you could have warned yourself and avoided the whole mess, albeit in the process creating paradox. But your strict policy of stabbing first and answering questions later prevented it. You're sure your past self understands/understood. You are sure of this because you very clearly remember understanding/understooding.
Understooding.
You are now
That's a
past
word,
Slade's... You are now past Spade Slick. Again. You were just about to pull Crowbar's pin. You guess all that stuff with your future self and Sawbuck originally happened in this room while we were all off watching someone else. Like Diamond's Droog or something. That makes sense. Past Spade Slick. Remove Crowbar's pin. A whole bunch of shit happens that we already saw. Be future
Nice.
Spade Slick. Being your future self is a lot more constructive because you get to do stuff you haven't already done. Looks like you're in the future. It's a bloody mess in here. The clocks are more bullet-riddled than ever, and it seems Crowbar and both Sawbucks have been decapitated. You're almost certain this is something you will be, or were already responsible for. Which of course means more time traveling. Looks like the tub and chest are gone, which means future you must have packed up and left already. Gotta take note of these sort of things so you know where you are in the timeline. You notice something on the wall over there. One of the clocks that wasn't destroyed before is now bloodied and full of holes. Not especially noteworthy, you just have a feeling you should register this fact. 108 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed. Spade Slick, quickly remove Lance from Sawbuck. You pry the cigarette holder from his torso. Whoops, another time jump. This tub of goo keeps going for his gun. Widebody's gotta settle this big ass down. You really should incapacitate him without inflicting another wound. Knock Sawbuck unconscious. Count some sheep, bitch! Wait, the clock on the wall. It hasn't been destroyed yet, but it's about to be. It's ticking down to the time it's stuck on in the future. Maybe if you time it just right, you can end this whole mess in one fell slice. You even got an ice-cold one-liner to dish out when the time comes. You've been working pretty hard on it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hate to cut and... Wait, no, not yet. Wait for it. Hate to... No, wait. Hate to cut and... Damn it, not yet. Hate to cut and run. Shit. Hate to chop all your heads off with the sword. Real sorry about that. My bad. You slay them all with your rapier wit.
Swoop.
Hit right up in this bitch.
Wow.
9 out of 15 green torsos dead. 2 out of 9 green torsos deadened twice. 1 out of 15 green torsos dead for the first time, but it's an alternate universe torso, so you guess maybe it doesn't count. 7 out of 108 clocks gratuitously redestroyed. You grab the tub and chest and move on. That is altogether enough of this nonsense.
Okay.
Diamond's Droog, call spades.
You check up on Slick's status. Slick says he's killed Crowbar again, Sawbuck twice, and Stitch once. You ask him if it was an alternate timeline. Stitch. He says he guesses so. You say that it doesn't count. You've got the real one here. He mutters some foul language you can't quite make out, but you tell him never mind, and hurry down to meet you at the vault. He says he took some damage from Snowman. You say you know. You're having some effigies made of yourselves with your backup hats. Deuce brought Slick's uncrumpled backup hat, which he wound up with somehow. Not sure what happened to Deuce's. Boxcars is obviously tied up at the moment, so you can't get your hands on his yet. Slick says he's got both of their hats and he'll be down ASAP. You say right. He says in the meantime, see what you can do about his eye.
Quick interruption. Liv
Yeah.
texted me and just said, every time I see your PFP, it scares the shit out of me because I started associating you with your old one. And I quickly messaged her, don't worry, it's only for today.
Have Stitch patched up Slick's effigy. Get to work, Thread Monkey.
Spade Slick, have right eye patched up. Damn it! Your sprite was flipped the wrong way. You get Diamonds on the radio and tell him to undo it and wait until you're turned around. He says it's the right eye, right? Were you facing left or right? You say it's only right when facing left. It's the left eye when facing right. He says, oh, so it's the left right eye. You say, yeah, but hang on a minute, you'll turn around so it's right left. He says, okay, he'll wait. That's better. Spade Slick, arm yourself in case Cans shows up. If Cans shows up, none of these weapons you've got are going to do any good. You admired the lance for a moment. It's a pretty sweet weapon with outstanding craftsmanship. At least you got something out of the eye gouging. She'll have to pry this thing from your rigid severed arm if she wants it back. Spade Slick, ride around on a horse hitcher pretending to joust.
No, not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit.
What the fuck?
Yay the fuck ha!
You can't believe she saw you horsing around like that. You will never live this down. Diamondsdroog, shoot up biscuits and eggs as effigies.
Stitch keeps their effigies in a big warehouse several miles away because of their ridiculous duplication tendencies. You sure as hell are not going to drive all the way over there, so you just shoot them in person.
This was such an unbelievably terrible idea.
I am so sorry.
I'm standing here. Bro, I'm just standing here.
Oh, it looks like one of them's got their hands on the bull penis cane. Charge!
Bro, I'm just standing here.
This is incredibly delirious biz nasty.
God fucking.
Why? Why?
This is incredibly delirious biz nasty. Kaboom!
Boom!
Present.
Boom!
Huge bitch.
Okay.
Spade Slick, start whacking things with a crowbar. The first thing you whack is Eggs' egg timer. I'd like to go to the next page, please.
Oh, sorry.
You do this because, of course, you know that Crowbar's crowbar will destroy any temporal artifact and completely negate its effect on the timeline. Which means... Hearts boxcars. Hearts boxcars. Attempt to eat eggs.
Vor.
Your attempt was an overwhelming success.
Vor.
Biscuits is looking a tad snug in his muffin tray.
He just wants to deal with the muffin.
He thinks it's about time to poke a broom straw in this battle. His dough will live to rise another day. See you in the future, suckers. Crowbar. Biscuits oven.
See ya,
Make it
fucker.
happen. You deal the oven a wicked flogging, but not much happens. What are you going, oh my god, about?
He's got a scar now.
Yeah, that's what the stitching up and all that was.
I see, okay.
The oven
Yeah.
doesn't really have any magical time properties to be negated. It just travels into the future at a rate of 1 second per second, just like everyone else. Clubs Deuce, put dynamite in the oven.
Put it in, make it go kaboom.
Lately, I've been
Whoa.
spending a lot of mental energy not to go kerboom. Oh god, I can still taste brownie mix. That's nice.
It's your turn, Clubs.
Oh shit! You set the bomb up to go off in a few seconds, when both it and biscuits are released from it in a few hours. Turn up the heat in biscuits' oven. That's what she said.
You're pretty sure this oven doesn't actually work at all. You just wheel it off somewhere in the mansion so it can explode in peace.
Were you... Did you just do the Clubs Deuce line, Haven?
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be Kathy still.
Whoops. I'll read it. You're pretty sure this oven doesn't actually work at all. You just wheel it off somewhere else in the mansion, so it can explode in peace. How long does it take to load? My goodness. The future.
12 out of 15. 12 out of 15 green torsos dead. Probably some more clocks destroyed too. Spade Slick, use crowbar to pry the safe open. Since your expert safecracker apparently spent the last 5 or 6 hours being totally useless down here, you figure it's time to take things into your own hands. Huh? What's this little fella all worked up about? Clover insists that you reconsider. Using that to pry open the vault would be ever so much bad luck. Like breaking 1,000 mirrors all at once. The sort of mirrors that tick and have numbers and tell time and stuff. That is the worst kind of mirror to break, luck-wise. Politely ask Clover to remain calm. He refuses outright and starts doing a really frisky jig. Doody 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 doo, doody 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 doo. He begins spinning a fanciful series of riddles illuminating the true path to opening the vault. Mysterious music fills your ears as your mind assumes the shape of a pretzel. Doody 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 doo. This is how the music would sound if we were listening to it right now. Ask Clover for the ultimate riddle. Alright, Droog.
Oh, whoops. Oh, wait, no, it's not me.
You asked Clover to open up the motherfucking safe.
Da-da-da-da-da.
What's this?
You think you could shoot Clover? That's what I imagine his voice sounding like, just like hee.
I mean, he is really tiny. That probably is his voice. You think you can shoot Clover? He is so lucky the gun will probably jam or something predictable like that. Nice try, though!
He opens his mouth and fucking corpse comes out. Get him. Get him up. Got some.
Wow.
Just whacking him with a newspaper.
Wow.
Get a bucket
You
and a
just
mop.
start
That's
whacking
some.
him with the
that's some-
newspaper instead. You just start whacking him with the newspaper instead. Excuse me, Star, can you not? I'm trying to read fucking Homestuck. You just
rude, man.
You just start whacking him with the newspaper instead. You don't have to be all that unlucky to get whacked around with the newspaper. That's sort of a grey area. Finally,
Check.
nailed down his voice.
Check personal ads of periodical.
Let's see what we have here. Oh my. This isn't real newspaper. It's just wrapper for your private sordid literature, which no one can ever see. Oh, it's slipping out a little bit. Your appetite for monochrome beauties is nearly on public display. We gotta keep a lid on that smut, especially with Clover around.
I just love this line in particular.
Or gray hair
Her
exposed.
gray area exposed. I have dignified tastes. Suddenly, the whole vault room is shaking. You wonder what it could be. It sounds suspiciously like Cans is about to plow through the wall Kool-Aid Man style. You pray to God that it is not Cans about to plow through the wall Kool-Aid Man style. Uncle! Oh yeah! All of a sudden, Cans fucking blows through the wall Kool-Aid Man style.
Can we just...
Resist urge to shout, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Bonk! He punches you into next week. You find yourself going about your business a week later. Looks like you were doing a little grocery shopping. You're a bit confused, having no memory of the previous week. You have no idea what's on your grocery list. Are you out of milk? What kind of produce do you need to stock up on? It's all a little overwhelming. And to make things worse, the selection has too many prices and values!
Lunchbox cars use eggs' body as bait for Cans.
Battle
technique.
Torso
Torso flail. You flail the torso Can's ward in an attempt to placate him with the red meat.
Wait.
Oh,
It doesn't work. Cans clocks of boxcars entirely out of the current calendar year. You land in a totally different, outdated calendar.
Hordes.
Looks like this one's themed with spirited horses. You'll be up to your ass in horses for a whole year. Just great. This is just what you need to be doing. Farming all these goddamn horses. Fucking pain in the ass.
my neighbors ask me why I'm limping down the way.
Ignore him and just pry the safe open.
Came by yesterday.
You don't care what the consequences are. You are going to crack open this safe and be done with it. This whole intermission was starting to get a little punchy anyway. The massive release of temporal distortion from the vault transports you to a highly unfavorable timeline. Looks like the entire mansion was leveled, except for the vault and its enclosure. Everyone's dead except for you and you know who. But at least the safe's open. 1,000 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed. 14 out of 15 green torsos dead. 3 out of 4 black scofflaws offed. Congratulations, guys. You are dead. Dead. Dead.
Dead.
No.
Spade Slick enter the vault. There's nothing in here except an opening in the floor. There is a door with a keyhole, and you have a feeling you know how to open it. You wonder why English's treasure would be locked behind a door with a spade on it. Dramatically use the spade key. You guess this is what the spade key was for all this time. You dramatically wield the spade key in a matter-of-fact manner. Peek inside the keyhole. What keyhole? It was clearly a barcode scanner all along, like the kind they sweep groceries over at supermarkets. That reminds you, you should really do some shopping next week. You're not going to peek inside because the lasers could blind you in one eye. Oh, wait! Use the rules card for blackjack. This was never a problem because there's already a barcode printed on your rules card for blackjack, as well as your arm. But there's nothing wrong with a little redundancy, you guess. Get on with it.
Huh? Oh, what? Oh, it's the MILF.
Women.
Oh, are you looking for this? Well, come and get it, you contemptuous she-witch. Remember how he said that she would have to pry that out of his cold, severed arm earlier?
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Snowman's black inches no doubt have been responsible for more than a few red cheeks.
Damn, I.
She can whip me with that any day. Oh my
too.
god!
Oh god.
What?
It's called women.
Whammon.
Wham.
Whammon.
Meh.
Spade Slick, flip your sprite.
Flip go. Brr.
Turn ways,
Hey,
sprite flip. You gotta flip it turn ways. Scan the barcode.
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
We are going down a hole now.
That's
Going
what she
down a
said.
hole.
This guy again. Been a long time. Hey kid. Yeah, you.
Which one of the trolls is that?
Car cat.
Carcat.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say Carcat.
The one who
And
gets hit
that
with
is
the
the
womb.
end of the intermission.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
It took us exactly 1.5 hours.
Hey.
So, what did you all think of it? What did you all think of your first
That was
taste of
fun.
Homestuck?
That was interesting.
That was very. That
was honest to God freaking hilarious.
I have a thing for typecasting, don't
I
you?
don't. I don't know
And
what I
that
dragged
and the whole
myself
comic
into.
is basically written like that.
You have a thing for
The
typecasting,
whole
don't you?
comic. I
Don't
know.
you?
I know.
We get it, I'm short.
It's fun. Well,
Please work. Please.
That was a lot of fun.
what kind of shit
Oh,
have
you
I
son
dragged
of a
bitch.
myself into?
So after this, I do have one more question.
Okay.
So now that you all have read this, would you say that the likelihood of you giving a Homestuck a chance to read is higher or lower than before?
I have a fat stack of manga I need to get through, man.
Yeah, I'd say higher.
That's
A
awesome.
little bit, not too much. I wouldn't say I would develop a hyperfixation on it, but I'm interested to kind of,
Yeah.
dabble my fingers in it just a little more,
Yeah, to see how the rest of it is.
Like if we
Yeah.
were to do like
I've
more
only seen,
Homestuck,
the beginning part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
if we were to do like more Homestuck live streams, like I would definitely join in on that.
Really?
Same
Well,
here.
I'm
to
just
be honest,
here
same.
for no reason.
Well,
I'm just here for
in
no
that
reason.
case, I think what I'm gonna do is I'll make a poll on my channel and let my subscribers decide if we should do more Homestuck reading live streams or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Definitely.
Also get on with the Dream Daddy.
Yeah.
Anyway, with that being said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my outro. So, this concludes the Act 3 intermission live stream for the Homestuck anniversary. Thank you everybody for coming to watch this video. If you liked what you saw, be sure to give the video a like, make sure you're subscribed and click the bell icon so you can be notified about all future uploads and live streams. Leave a comment, it really helps with YouTube's algorithm. And be sure to support my friends. Friends, y'all can leave comments in the comments and I will give y'all hearts and stuff so that people can see your comments and subscribe to your channels and whatnot.
My channel is dead. Mine's dead.
I will bring it back
hardly
to life.
upload
I will make it
shit.
go God tier if I have to.
I hardly upload on my channel. Like the last one I uploaded was Among Us.
You know what
so-
I'm saying. If you want to plug yourself in my comments, you are welcome to do so. Anyway, that concludes the stream. Thanks again for coming, and I will see you all in the next video, whether it is a live stream or something different. Bye!
Subscribe for Banes.
I make
See you later.
music.
Bye.
Some